Why is it so hard to turn it off? I mean, that's the part I don't really kind of comprehend. I get it and I don't get it. Maybe you assume you're going to miss something, or you're going to miss responding to something, and it's going to be viewed like you've let down the side somehow.
Do you think it's okay for two friends to be hanging out, but each of them is on their own cell phone?
Well, no, but I still do it.
No, but I mean, I still do it, and I guess it's okay if it's like an interactive thing together.
If you're like on Instagram or something and you like tag them in a photo that you want to see but you're just too lazy to like show them, then yeah, but not necessarily, because it's kind of lame how you have like a beautiful world that you can go embrace, but instead you don't and you just sit on your phone.
No. What's the point of hanging out then?
I'm definitely guilty of doing that, but I really think it should be like monitored. If you're like texting someone else while you're hanging out with your friend, then I feel like that's really rude.
No, because if you're with someone, then you should be like interacting with each other. You shouldn't just be doing things that you can do when you're alone.
No.
Do you still do it?
Yeah.
Do you still do it?
Yes.
Friends went out in the 50s, in the 60s. We were with each other. There was no phone call, there was no email, there was no text, there was no Facebook. We were hanging out with each other, spending time together. I think now you're with someone and you get, there's this intermittent thing where you're with them, you're making contact with them, and then they're checking the phone. They're getting a little noise happens and they're being distracted. I mean, when I'm with you, I want to be with you.
Texting has become the primary way of contacting friends for both teens and adults, and because of this, teens expect to have a faster response time from friends. The number of texts sent from every day went from 5 billion in the year 2000 to almost 200 billion texts a day in 2015. Studies have shown that people are becoming more social and more interactive, but the style of communication has changed. We are texting and calling and following instead of meeting face to face.
I think a positive effect is you can stay in touch with people that you're not with. You can see people while you talk to them. You get this, that helps relationships when you're separated. Knowing what's going on with people, being able to appreciate what's happening with them in their lives. I think those are the positives.
To some people, phones are a life source. They can be used for games, business, checking stock, and they also provide different ways of communication to anyone at any time. Without a phone, communication can become a hassle. Phones can be useful at times, but they can also take away from your everyday lifestyle.
On average, a teenager spends about 9 hours a day looking at and interacting with screens. This includes watching TV and YouTube, going through Instagram, listening to music, and playing video games.
How many hours a day do you think that you go on your cell phone?
On my phone, I'd probably say only about an hour.
At least 7 hours.
2, 4. A week, like per day, maybe around an hour or so. But on the weekends, maybe like more than that, maybe like an hour and a half, like total in a day.
Probably 10. Maybe.
4.5 to 5 hours a day.
Nomophobia is the fear of being without your phone. In a study that took place in the UK, 66% of the people tested had nomophobia. In today's high school and college students, nomophobia is getting more common. The average adolescent would rather lose a pinky finger than not have a cell phone.
You miss life when you're on your phone. Wonderful things happen every day, but instead of enjoying it, most people tend to video it, take a picture, or they just miss it altogether. So next time you're with your friend and you hear a ring, don't answer it. Put it away, because the moments that happen without your phone are so much better than the moments with it.